Kanye West seems like he's off his meds, and to make things even worse, he's ruining the one person who gave him a second chance, Elon Musk. In 2016, Kanye West was made fun of by the public after it was revealed he was $53 million in debt. And the reason Kanye West initially claimed for being behind $53 million was because his concerts were so expensive he was losing $500,000 for every show. That wasn't the actual issue. The real problem was in 2009, Kanye West launched a clothing brand called Pastel, which he put tens of millions of dollars into. But the issue was that brand suffered heavily because he launched it a month before the VMAs, where he went up on stage and took the mic from Taylor Swift, interrupting her while she was accepting an award. A lot of people tried to make the case that Kanye West actually benefited from the free publicity from that incident. He actually lost $35 million that he invested in Pastel that went nowhere after that incident. And then after that, Kanye West lost $10 million trying to build a brand called Mascot, doing a series of marketing and promotional materials for it, but they never ended up launching it because it was just so bad from the get-go. But then in 2016, it was the perfect storm for Kanye West, where he did the song Famous, which got 643 million streams on Spotify that year alone. At that same time in 2016, a lot of people viewed his marriage to Kim Kardashian as healthy because they were married for 2 years, and he was also regularly appearing on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which was getting 3.1 million views per episode. And because of that, it created the positive momentum for Kanye West to launch Yeezy, where in 2015 they did have early success selling 9,000 units in 10 minutes, but then in 2016 things got really off the ground and did over $250 million in sales. Then things got better for Kanye West in 2020 when he announced he was partnering with Gap to make a line of Yeezy clothing, and the stock went up $700 million in market cap in just one day. Because of the success of working with Adidas on Yeezy sneakers and also the success of working with Gap, he ended up with a net worth of $1.5 billion, becoming one of the wealthiest black men in America. But in 2020, things began starting to go badly for Kanye West due to another controversy he had with Taylor Swift. That's because when doing the song Famous in 2016, there was a line that caused a lot of controversy, which was Kanye West saying that he feels like him and Taylor Swift might still have sex. She did cause anger from Taylor Swift, who said that she didn't approve those lines to be used in the song the way they were. Then Kanye West decided to show a recording of a phone call he had with Taylor Swift where she actually did approve those lyrics in the song. Because that, Taylor Swift actually spent about 9 months living in Greece, saying she was in social exile because she was so embarrassed from the incident. Then 2020 was revealed that Kanye West was actually the liar in the situation because he only showed about a minute of the conversation with Taylor Swift, but then in 2020 the entire hour got leaked, and it did show a much different case where Taylor Swift didn't approve a lot of the lines that were shown. And then things got a lot worse for Kanye West in 2021, where he lost his other half, Kim Kardashian, who did file for divorce against him and did make claims saying he was kind of insane. The divorce was fairly civil financially, where Kanye West and Kim Kardashian split their assets, but Kanye West was upset when he was forced to sell his $14 million ranch in Wyoming. Kanye West was also pissed off over the child custody arrangement where he didn't get full access to seeing his kids, and he still had to pay $200,000 a month in child support. Then in 2022, Kanye West began to position himself as more of a right-wing figure, where he began wearing White Lives Matter shirts with Candace Owens. Right when Kanye West was beginning to get love from the right, he started making a lot of anti-Semitic statements, with one big example being a Tucker Carlson interview where he said he hopes his kids celebrate Hanukkah instead of Kwanzaa because at least that one teaches financial engineering. He also just kept on from that point on making more and more anti-Semitic statements, where he even made a tweet saying he hopes for DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. Because of that, he actually lost his deals with Yeezy and Gap, which personally cost him $1.2 billion. Then also Twitter, which was still a publicly traded company, actually suspended his account, saying he was no longer welcome there due to the statements he was making. Kanye West was silenced on social media until a year later when Elon Musk did make his purchase of Twitter. For years, Twitter was a cash cow for Elon Musk, with one example being the time he said he was going to take Tesla private and pay all shareholders $420 in shares, which wasn't actually true, but at the same time it managed to get stock to go up 10% in prices. So to avoid the risk of censorship on Twitter and continue to promote his stuff without disturbance, he decided to just buy the company for $44 billion. Which $44 billion was actually considered a bad price to buy Twitter because he bought it during a market high for social media, but then by the time he actually purchased the company, all the social networks like Facebook were down a third in stock, and also Snapchat was down 70%. When Elon Musk decided to purchase Twitter, he did get a lot of love from the right because he decided he was going to on-delete a lot of accounts, with the biggest example being Donald Trump and the second biggest example being Kanye West. That actually proved to be a really bad move, mainly due to Kanye West, who was seen as an anti-Semitic support, and because of that, the company lost 60% of all their advertisements on Twitter. But for a moment, it did look like Kanye West was becoming a better person, where he said he apologized for his remarks on the Jews and was just going through a bipolar episode. But now it looks like the episode has continued, where he just made a very weird stunt at the Grammys where he wasn't actually invited but showed up with his new wife, completely nude, which did cause a lot of controversy. And now to make things even worse, Kanye West announced he's restarting his clothing brand Yeezy, but now he's focused on more anti-Semitic stuff and he's marketing it exclusively on Twitter. Kanye West made a series of highly anti-Semitic and racist posts over the period of a couple days, and then he thanked Elon Musk for giving him the chance to get a microphone. Because of this, many celebrities like actor David Schwimmer from Friends, who is Jewish, have called out Elon Musk, saying he needs to stop giving Kanye West a podium to do this. This is getting really offensive and angering the wrong types of people. And that's also put Elon Musk in a really tough spot, where he said he still wants Twitter to be pro-free speech, even if it's hate speech, but the issue is he's going to lose billions of dollars in ad deals if he actually keeps this up. This is also a really bad time for Elon Musk because he did this salute at a Trump rally, which many people did equate to things that he claimed it wasn't about. Still, as of this moment, Kanye West's Twitter has been deactivated, but it is not yet clear if it was from Elon Musk or just Kanye himself. But with that, I'm Charles Prawl. Please subscribe to learn something.